Hi, this is Takeshi. Welcome to Formula4Prosperity.com. So today's topic is how to get people to see you seriously in the business. All right. So last week we are discussing about what to do if we don't have a good track record, right? So this topic is more like a deep down in the around the topic. Okay, so in the beginning, there's many people struggle that people see you differently, right? Because most people, including myself, I will never be successful in the businesses, or people don't imagine that I'm in the business. So people, when I started the businesses, people say that oh, you never do the businesses, how can you be successful, right? Oh, this is the one of the thing, and you will probably gotta go come back to the job again, right? I'm sure that a lot of people get this kind of stuff because people around you cannot imagine that you are actually successful in the businesses, right? So in this kind of situation, like it's a lot of people will be really struggle in this situation because like even though they talk to people, they talk to people around them, they are not gonna take it seriously, right? Because how they see you, okay? So what to do, right? So they're the two biggest tips on how to get people to see you seriously in the business. Okay, so number one is consistency, right? So as I said, I was like almost everybody, right? I have never been in the business before, right? I'm always an employee in the Japanese company for like over 10 years. So most people are, seeing me as just normal employee, just normal person, right? So when I really seriously started to do the home businesses, I gotta have to do the drastic change. Right? During that time, people don't get used to seeing me as a business person, so it's very weird. Right? When I started to talk to people, especially in the world market, during that time, people say, oh, are you are doing the businesses? I cannot really believe you, or okay, it's is this one of those things, or all those kind of things, right? But what separate from me or other successful me from the or other successful people from like I'm not gonna say failure, but the normal people is consistency, right? Even though there is no result, or there is people see me like it's a little bit differently, right? Because they used to see me as just an employee. I just keep going, right? I just keep going, and the successful people will keep going, and then even though there's some ridicule and all that, just keep going, and keep consistently doing the businesses, right? So in the beginning, people saying that oh, you will come back, or I cannot imagine you are doing the businesses. But after 2 years, after 3 years, after 4 years, people started to see me differently, right? They say, oh, you are actually very serious in the businesses, right? And then after 3 years, nobody said to me about ridiculing or anything, because they see me as I'm in this profession already, right? So I've been in the business around 4 years, and nobody's told me, nobody tell me or ridicule me about starting the businesses, because I've been in the business already for long enough, right? But the problem that most people, I see most people, is they started to do the businesses, but because of the ridicule, or they are maybe instant gratification mentality, so they will stop after a few months, right? So don't stop it, just keep going until people around you will perceive you as successful people, or business, you are in the business. Okay, so that's the first tip that I can give you, right? And the second tip, right, is the mindset part, right? Mindset part is treat business like real business, right? I cannot stress this enough, right? Even though when you're just starting out, you are maybe only one person in the business, but that's still business, right? And then you gotta have to treat your business like $1 million business. Right? So what I mean by that? So a lot of people, like good things about home business is very low level entry, right? So that means that anybody can go into the business, but the bad part is most people, right? I would say 95% of the older people who starting the businesses treat business like hobby, right? That's the reason why they don't make any money, why they will quit in the end, all those kind of things, okay? And then if you treat business like real businesses, right? By, let's say, if you are the real business owner, right? What kind of things you will do, right? You will willing to invest in yourself, invest in your businesses, right? If there is an event or there is about seminars or convention, you will spend money and go there, right? If you are the business owner, you will do that, right? But because most people treating this as a hobby, so they are not really willing to spend or not willing to invest in the money, right? So the more you actually treat your business like a business is, the more you started to feel like you are in the business, right? Subconsciously. Okay, so it may take some time, just like a consistency, right? It may take 6 months, maybe 12 months or 2 years, but by treating business like a real business, by investing in businesses, actually doing the businesses, right? You actually come to the meetings and all those things, you started to have, in subconsciously started to think like a business owner, right? And then once you started to think as a business owner, right, in the subconscious mind, your way of working will be different. How you talk to the people is more authoritative, right? All those kind of things started to happen, and people will feel it. It's not, it's always, I say that it's not about what you say, it's more like how you say it. How you say it coming from the mindset, and then treating business like business, right? It's actual business, by the way. This kind of things will gonna be strengthening your mindset and also the belief in the business and the conviction about the business, subconscious level, right? So when the person who really treating like a business, like let's say 2 to 3 years, when they talk to a prospect or the friends and all that, that's the time when people will feel different, right? Oh, that person is very, very, different from 2 to 3 years ago. They are, tone of the voice is totally different, and how they act is different. They are totally different aura. People will feel it, okay? Because they will see what they do. It's not about what they say here. Okay, so those things is all coming from your mindset, right? And it will take some time. So actually, tip 1 and tip number 2 is hand in hand. So if we have this kind of mindset, it's gonna be consistent. It's gonna be persistent. You keep doing it over time, and then you will create success in business success, like inevitable, right? So again, in doing businesses, building the mindset, and how you get the people to take a look at you seriously in businesses will take some time. It's not instant noodle, right? So it will, just expect to have 2 to 3 years. You're just gonna immerse yourself into the businesses by investing and all those kind of things. It's gonna be really, really important, right? But if you do it, I will promise you that the people will start to see you differently. And in this kind of time, when you go back to the warm market, some of the people will join you, okay? Because they recognize your difference, right? Recognize you are changed. So it is so crucial, and this is what I want to share today's video post. So I hope you get a very good value out of this video. Okay, and then today is Monday, happy Monday, and I am gonna go down to sunny San Diego tomorrow for my agent training, actually training about our company. I have a big team in the San Diego area. So have a great day, guys, and then talk to you on the next video. Okay, bye bye.